What's up, guys? It's Lawrence. Thanks for stopping by my channel. If you like what you see, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Hey, what's happening out there, everybody? This is Lawrence Ross, and I want to tell you a little the backstory here in regards to what it is that you're checking out now. There's a personality on YouTube by the name of Trisha Paytas, and I first discovered her back in 2012. She's been doing it since 2007, but I first discovered her not on YouTube. I discovered her, oddly enough, on a podcast. There was this podcast, Distorted View Daily, and the host, he played a clip of one of her videos. He didn't play the whole thing. He just played a little bit of it, and he comments on it, and then he moved on with whatever he was going to do for that day. And I heard that segment, and I thought, well, you know, if I enjoyed your playing of it, I'm still going to check out the podcast, but I really liked her voice, man. She's got a really cute voice, and so that was, I guess you could say, what drew her to me, I guess you could say. Subscribed, and I was always kind of wanting to meet her ever since I saw one of her videos where she was driving around town and she was doing various songs. She was doing some carpool karaoke, and one of the excerpts has her doing "Always Look on the Bright Side of Life" from Monty Python, but the way the footage was spliced together, it cuts right to the "Always look on the bright side of death" part. So I found that to be really cool. I'm like, oh wow, oh man, she seems like a lot of fun. So cut to about 5 years later. Yeah, this is 2018. She would be appearing in Denver doing a live show, and I also happened to be in Colorado at the exact same time. So I messaged one of my friends. I said, hey, look, I want to go to this show. Do you want to go with me? She's like, yeah, sure. So we took the trek from Colorado Springs, Colorado, all the way out to Denver, Colorado, met her, hung out with her, had a great time, and here's a picture of that. Here's a picture from that day of us. I'll put it on screen right now. Man, even I can see how happy she looks in that picture. But our first meeting was a great time. A bunch of us were in line, and as soon as I heard that was the next guy, I just walked right up to her. She asked me who I was. I said who I was. She was, oh, nice. And I gave her a business card that I have that says internet radio host on it, and that seemed to draw her, I guess you could say. It impressed her. So I said to her, hey, look, Trisha, I'd like to give you some advice, but not as myself. I'm going to do it as Christopher Walken, because on her channel, she's done some impressions before. So I figure, okay, let me see what happens when I do, so happens when I, talk like this, hello, Trisha, yeah, this is Christopher Walken. Look, the next time you're in the studio, really explore the studio space. And I think your videos could use something a little extra to kind of spice them up a little bit. More cowbell. And she got a kick out of that. So then about 20 minutes later, my friend Holly, who was with me, she shot a video of us hanging out, and you can check it out. It's actually link it below. I'll link all the videos below, as well as a link to Trisha's various channels. And so it's a great time. It's just us hanging out, me doing character impressions, and her just laughing it up and having a great time. And great time, man. And I've said this before, but I'll say this. When she hugged me for the first time, it was almost like in that moment in TV and movies where something great is happening and you don't want it to end. You want it just to last for, forever and ever. That's kind of how I felt when she hugged me. So the show happened. The show was great. And I even got to participate in the Q&A. I asked her what it was like when she was on America's Got Talent. She met Howard Stern, and she explained to the audience, what that was like. And she said, yeah, right after that one appearance, I got all these calls from various record labels and various other outlets. So there you go. So that is fantastic. So cut to about a couple of days later. I'm reflecting on the show. What a great time I had. And I was thinking, I'm thinking about writing a song. So originally the idea was, I was originally going for the Allman Brothers band, Melissa. names sound a little similar, and I was kind of going through my head like, how could I sculpt that into something? And I don't know, it just that one for some reason I don't know, I just wasn't coming up with anything. But then I thought, wait a second, there's that song by the Eagles, Desperado. There's a line in there about the Queen of Diamonds and the Queen of Hearts, and well, a lot of the community has dubbed her the Queen of YouTube. So well, there you go, that'll fit. So so when I so then I started writing the song, and writing the song, it was actually kind of easy. It didn't come to me like instantaneously. It wasn't like one big thing of like, okay, this goes here, that goes here. No, this was quite the process, because what I wanted to do was I wanted to make sure I had the song right. So it was like a methodic process, and started writing it in Colorado, and punched it up a little bit in Kansas before I went on vacation to North Carolina for Thanksgiving. And then when I came back, I polished it up, and then I kind of sat on it. Not because I didn't want to record it right away, but believe me, I wanted to record it eventually. I was actually thinking of recording it, or actually playing it, or actually debuting it on March 8th, International Women's Day. So I had that notion in mind, and when I was putting it all together, I was wondering, do I want to use a clip from something or no? And then I decided, maybe I probably will. And I settled on, there's a clip of Dustin Hoffman, and it's him as the Mr. Bergstrom character on The Simpsons. And there's a really nice part in the episode. I don't want to say, for anybody who hasn't seen it, it's season 2, episode 19, but it's called Lisa's Substitute. It's the name of the episode if you want to check it out for yourself. But there's a real nice sentiment that he says to Lisa before he parts ways with her, and I thought it was a very nice sentiment. And I was kind of debating, do I want to put it in there or not? And then 1 year ago today, at about 9:30, 9:45, whenever it was, scrolled through Twitter, and I see a tweet from Trisha, and it just says, "I need friends." That's all it said. So I liked it, or well, I don't know if I liked it, but I replied to it. I replied to it, and I said, "I'm here for you." And somebody else in the community, they liked it, and so then I decided, okay, today's the day when I'm going to record this track, and I did. It didn't take too long to record it, and I used the program Audacity, and I found a full karaoke version of the song Desperado, because I've noticed that with some versions of that song, a lot of the karaoke versions, it seems like what they do is they leave in the last couple of words for some reason. I don't know why they couldn't get a full-on karaoke, no vocals at all version of it, but luckily I found one. And so I went with it and recorded it. And so I messaged this person who had liked my reply, AJ out of Texas, by the way. And I told her, I say, "Hey, look, I just got done writing this song." And she was like, "Oh, that's cool. Can you put it up on your YouTube?" And I go, "Well, I'm not really good with, I've never really made a music video, but I'll see what I can do." And it didn't take too long. I was using the iMovie app, and I used a lot of archival footage. And by archival footage, I mean the footage of us hanging out, and the picture of me and her, and also me and her mom, which I'm going to put on screen right here. So that is basically what the song is comprised of. It's comprised of a lot of the pretty much the same pictures, because I didn't have a lot in my camera roll that day, and there's only, the song is only so long. I don't want to make the video any longer than it needs to be. So I posted it, and it's gotten 317 views to the last count, I guess you could say. And so then a couple months go by, and I learned that Trisha would be on tour again, dropping by Kansas. So I'm like, all right, fantastic. I'll go down and check out the show, meet up with her again. And here now is footage of me explaining the song to her in a much condensed version, because, hey, look, she's got places to go, people to see, things to do, all that stuff. So, as they say, roll that beautiful bean footage.
All right, we're back. stage, me and Lawrence.
Yeah!
I took over his vlog. I was like, you need to vlog more. I need that promo on your channel.
Hey, by all means, take over.
Okay, and he says he performed, so I'm like, oh my god, we need to perform together.
Yeah.
Do you sing?
Somewhat. I did write a song for you.
I know, I'm so excited to see this song.
I know, yeah.
Is it long? Is it like a full song?
It's 3 minutes, 36 seconds.
Wow. Is it on iTunes?
No, it's not. I don't know how to do that yet, but...
I'll tell you, it's so easy. It's actually so simple.
Wow.
What's it called?
Name of it is Trisha Paytas Tribute Song, and it's a reworking of a classic from 1972, The Eagles' Desperado.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It all kind of came together. It all kind of like, I wouldn't say it wrote itself, but this is like behind the music. It was after I saw the show in Colorado, I was so impressed. I'm like, I'm gonna write a song, and then it's like okay, and then I kind of sat on it because I wanted to make sure I had it, and then a couple months later, I'm like, okay, here we go, boom, we got it.
Wow,
So
you're like
there
an
it
old
is.
soul. I love that about you. That you know the Eagles and all that stuff. We're the same age,
Yes.
but we're like the same. We know like those old old school rock bands.
Yes.
Cute. All right, I'm gonna take a quick.
And there it is. And that's the that's the behind the music on the Trisha Paytas tribute song. Thanks everybody for watching, and shout out to Misty Smith for liking the Blind Guy on Facebook page, the Blind Guy on YouTube Facebook page. Currently sitting at 191, if my count is correct. But stay tuned, folks, because once that 200 milestone has been reached, I'm going to be sending 2 people, one from the YouTube platform and one from the Facebook platform, a free T-shirt that has my logo on it. It's got a cane, a pair of sunglasses hanging off the cane, and it's got my initials, LR, and it's against like a blue background. So that is that. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'm Lawrence Ross, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. Thank you, Trisha. Hey guys, it's Lawrence. Well, that's the end of the video, but before I go, I want to thank you guys for checking out the content. If you like, you can check out my radio show every Friday evening at 7 p.m. on razradiolive.com. That's R-A-S radiolive.com, radiochaos.net, and in this case, it's chaos with a K, K-A-O-S, radiochaos.net, or nonamenetwork.net. It's called the LRWS, and check it out. We also have a store, teespring.com, T-E-E, spring.com, /stores/LRWS. And if you want, you can check out my Patreon page, patreon.com /LRoss1987. Thanks for watching.